new trends that are very different from what you usually see everywhere. And I decided to talk about these new trends in this video. Trends that might actually shock you. Interior design and home decoration keep changing and evolving. And I feel like the main goal right now is to be more practical and to create a more lived-in space rather than a stage one. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of these trends that you can actually implement in your own space. They don't require changing your flooring, your drapes, or the color of your walls. They are pretty simple things you can realistically apply in your home. So let's start. Number 1, low visual horizon. I'm sure you've noticed this already, but right now, even if you're furniture shopping, everything is lower. Sofas, beds, coffee tables, everything is closer to the floor rather than closer to the ceiling. And I feel like there's a reason for that. It makes the ceiling feel higher and the space feel calmer. It also makes the whole space feel cozier and more put together. I really think this is a new vibe and we're going to see more and more. Everything lower, everything closer to the floor. And yeah, I feel like this trend is going to stay for a while. Honestly, I think it's a vibe. Number 2, art leaning on the floor. I really like this one. I talk a lot about how important artwork is in a space. If you have a home with no artwork at all, I honestly don't know how that works. But at the same time, a lot of people live in rentals and don't want to make holes in the wall. Or even if the place is yours, you might not want to commit because you like something now but might want to change it later. First of all, making a hole in the wall is really not that big of a deal. You can fix it easily later, but with this trend of leaning artwork on the floor, especially larger pieces, it feels so cozy and relaxed. It also supports that low visual horizon we were talking about. Leaning artwork on the floor is practical, flexible, and creates a completely different aesthetics. I really like this one. Number 3, beds without headboards or beds with ultra low headboards. I'm sorry guys, headboards are kind of gone. They're not really a thing anymore. You might love them and that's totally fine, but I personally never did. And I'm honestly happy they're disappearing. For a while, having a hotel-style bedroom was a big trend. I even have a whole video about creating a hotel-like bedroom at home. But I don't think that's the vibe anymore. The new vibe is a bedroom that clearly shows someone actually lives there. Someone lives there permanently. Everything in the room is centered around how you live and what you do. Headboards to me are not unnecessary aesthetically, but also practically. I know a lot of people like them for reading in bed or leaning back, but for me they always feel a bit cluttered. So yeah, I'm very okay with this trend. Number 4, moving toward a more lived-in space. Another trend that I want to talk about, kind of connected to what I already mentioned, is moving toward a more lived-in space, but without clutter. Before, minimalism meant nothing on the table, nothing on the kitchen counter, nothing anywhere. Everything was hidden, clean, empty. But with this new vibe, everyday objects can stay visible. If you use linen napkins in your kitchen, leave them out. Olive oil bottles, wooden spoons, coffee tools, leave them visible. A book you're reading in the living room, maybe you do embroidery or knitting while watching TV, those things can stay out. These are your everyday objects. They represent you and they become part of your home decor. I really like this trend. It makes a space feel truly lived in, not a stage. Number 5, no matching dish sets. Another thing that I want to talk about is no matching dish sets. This is a big one. When you buy dishware, everything usually comes as a set. Bowls, small plates, big plates, all matching. But matching sets aren't really a thing anymore. Even if you look at dining table setups now, you'll see that things are more imperfect and not matchy-matchy. And I think that's beautiful. Everything doesn't need to match perfectly. It just needs to harmony. Even on a dining table, when it's done right, it looks effortless and collected over time. And it's one of my favorite trends, and I hope it stays with us for a long time. Number 6, quiet corners. I feel like when we decorate, we think every corner needs to be filled. Empty space makes us uncomfortable. So we add a lamp, a plant, a chair, a side table. I mean, something, anything. But that's not a rule anymore. You can absolutely leave a corner empty. Whether it's in your bedroom or your living room, let the space breathe. That empty corner will actually complement the rest of your space and make everything feel more intentional and complete. That's okay if you leave a corner empty. Number 7, possibility of sitting on the floor. With this low visual horizon trend, low tables, low sofas, there's also this idea of making floor sitting possible, even when you have guests. Some people might sit on the sofa and others on the floor, and everyone is almost at the same level. That creates a really beautiful dynamic. Gathering around a low table, sitting on the floor, even eating on the floor. Maybe that's not your thing and that's totally fine, but I like that. Sometimes I'm just tired of sitting on the couch and want to sit on the floor, exactly like right now. This trend gives you flexibility and choice. Overall, I feel like all of these trends are about gently pushing us out of our comfort zone, but not in an awkward or forced way. They are easy, approachable ideas that feel natural, and honestly, I think many of them are timeless. I mean, I really like where interior design and home decor are heading toward, and are heading towards spaces that are more practical, more personal, and more human. So, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section if you already have any of these things in your home or if you're thinking of implementing one of them. And I'll see you in the next video.